This is exactly how I earned my dream car, the Ferrari 488 Pista. This was way more than just a challenge. It was essentially a massive transformation. Welcome to Project 215 Lean.
What are we doing today?
What are we doing today? We're gonna find out. So here's the scale, okay? That's the scale. So after, we're gonna come in here. Okay, we're gonna weigh ourselves. 215 unlocks a fun little gift. So essentially I completed Project Visible Abs and I needed a new goal, and I don't buy myself things unless I hit goals. So I decided to figure out what's the next car, and I decided we needed a target. So it became 215 pounds at 8% body fat or less. And I gave myself, 3-4 months to hit it. I just sat down with my trainer and that's what we decided. We went to work and it was freaking hard. If I hit 215, there's a text message that goes out to August Luxury Motorsports. Not only will they deliver it, I told the rest of the team, clear your schedule, because we're gonna have some fun. April 14th, Iron Nation Leg Day. Dude, I almost feel like it's a gift to do what I'm doing. I feel like there's a reason why my body responds that way. And I'm not gonna waste it. The night before, one, I was worried I wasn't gonna be able to hit my weight. I'm being super compliant. I'm eating the foods, fueling myself, working out, and I get on the scale and I dropped like 2.5 pounds overnight. So every time I worked out, I just kept thinking the piece, the power, the piece, the power, the piece, the power. Piece the power, 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 piece the power. Oh God.
Are you nervous about it?
I can't imagine that didn't make me hit my goals. Matif, you should show the before and after video. So he walked around like this in December.
Oh,
dude, two different worlds. You keep going, you keep going, you keep going, keep going. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, what is that?
What's that? Change. It's the same weight that you and I started at.
There's so many people I have to thank. I mean, honestly, my wife, who is always supportive, Betty, who's our house manager and helps me with the food prep and the meal prep, my kids for understanding when I don't participate in ice cream or other stuff. And then obviously Alan for the inspiration, for managing my workouts, my food plan, but even further than that, my whole team. I mean, day to day, I spend most of my time with them and they themselves have been inspiration for me. So every time I was working out, I was thinking, I got to go be the example. If I'm the leader, I got to lead from the front. And in many ways, that positive peer pressure I had on myself helped me achieve this goal. So we immediately left for the Innovation Center because for the first time, my pizza is going to be delivered. Wow. 5 months in the making. I weighed in at 218. To say I was excited after working out, hitting my goal, and seeing all my friends out there, seeing my wife, and then even just Matt and Costa, like these guys worked their butt off to help source cars for me, and they had it in the trailer, and they created a moment for everybody to appreciate. And when it started, the cold start was just so beautiful. I was just really excited because the first drive was going to be with Renee. And I knew she knew how hard I worked for it because she saw it. And I wanted to share it with her. Second person, though, was Alan. And we had a completely different driving experience.
How tight do we look in a little car?
So we had this whole team outing afterwards we were going to do. We wanted to grab all of my cars and grab some crazy footage. And we let loose. We had Sam, my creative director. We had Nick, my YouTube editor. We had Matisse, our timestamper. We had Jay, one of our top business advisors. Todd, my general manager. And then my buddy Nick wanted to come with his McLaren. And it was an awesome group of folks that had been with me for a while that really contributed to the core of what we do at Martel Media. So our first stop was actually to go race some go-karts to get out of our system, but we had to get some cinematic shots while we were all together. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous because I have my team driving my cars. So at one point I look back and I've got Matisse trying to pass me on a double yellow. The problem is we didn't have walkie-talkies and I can't talk to him, I can't scream at him, but I'm just like, dude, don't try to keep up to me. We're all gonna end up there at our own timeline and you're making me nervous so I can't drive the way I wanna drive because you keep acting like a fool. Driving this makes me want to work harder. Not even harder. It's more like scary, like strategic, scary. Like the biggest thing once you actually like start building businesses is making sure that you don't accidentally start something that's a 2 out of 10 opportunity. In many ways, this is why I always say like you got to choose a goal to grow you. So like, what's the next business that's going to expand my who Dan is?
How do you pick one that's like still attainable, but still you
know that you can't. No, you can't be attainable. You have to choose opportunities that are going to stretch you and grow you. And the whole point of that is that you don't know how to do it. If you knew how to do it, then it's not a good goal.
So you need to pick something that's
you've never done that fixes a gap of a skill set that you know will give you leverage. So most companies have company dinners and maybe once a year they do a Christmas party. But personally, I like to race cars, so consider this our team party. We're just waiting for the slow pokes. I see one there.
Attention the paddock. Mike, 5 minutes. Mike, 5 minutes.
So weight's a big factor, and some of the guys on the team are massive, and other ones are lighter. Yeah, I mean, you got Matisse, who's like 265 pounds of madness, and then you got Todd, I don't know what he weighs, let's call it like $170. He's also got the skills, so he's just crushing everybody. So I'm trying to come in there at 215 with some skills, some momentum, but yeah, Todd kept beating me. So then we took off for the resort. So the coolest part about this resort is the manager and the owner were just as excited for us to be there as we were. And they not only allowed us to line up all the cars and take a photo, they gave us permission to leave the cars there overnight so the staff at the front desk could actually monitor everything and allow other guests to enjoy the cars, which I thought it was so fun. I mean, it just looked super cool.
How's it feel?
I don't even have words explaining this. Like, dude, if I would have taken a picture of this moment and 6 months ago shown it to you, you would have been like, what? How? I'm like, I don't know. When you start doing things that aren't on your vision board, like that's what's crazy. Or you know what's on my vision board? The Urus, okay? None of this is on there. So I gotta keep changing my vision board and keep upgrading it. Dude, that's so cool they let us do that. Once we got settled at the hotel, we all had dinner, and then later on went on a hike to decompress from an amazing day. Moved here. Moved. Isn't that crazy? We all came to this magical place. The next day, the team and I got up and got a pump in at the World's Gym. It was just a great way to wrap up the week. You having fun driving that Lambo, Matisse? Yeah. I can't stop smiling how much I enjoy that Pista. Oh.
Honestly, when I was driving here, the first thing I was going to do when I got everybody out, I was going to say, do you guys realize that that was an unbelievable experience?
That's bucket list kind of shit.
Yeah.
But here, and this is where I got emotional, is realizing that what we do is to inspire other people. Because we could do all that and nobody would ever know. To demonstrate and show people, oh, you can not only be successful, but have great friends. Oh, and by the way, great coworkers that you enjoy hanging out with, doing cool shit. Like Keith said, life is a puzzle and puzzles are supposed to be fun. He said that, I was like, dude, that's a bar. Life is a puzzle and puzzles are supposed to be fun. Most people don't make life fun. So he goes, hey dude, love the GT3. McLaren's cool, Pista's cool, but really the GT3 does it for me. And I said, hey dude, post your videos for 30 days, I'll let you drive it. I say this to him. I could tell by his response, he ain't gonna do it. So the game is, why won't he do it? What's your answer, Nick?
He doesn't feel like he deserves to drive the car.
So here's the interesting part. Don't feel you deserve it is actually not the answer. You wanna know what the answer is? He's worried that it'll then tell him he's not playing where he should be because he can't own that today. Oh, that's the answer, right? It's the one level lower. Most people will never allow themselves to touch their dreams because then it tells them they're not living the way they would need to achieve their dreams. No, it's kind of like they don't want to know that it's possible because they've told themselves it's not possible, so it's okay that they don't have it. When I teach this, okay, current state goal, there's two sides to it. There's a gap, but there's two sides to it. On the top of it, what are the negative beliefs you have around achievement? And the other one is, what are the limiting beliefs you have around achievement? Limiting beliefs are the things that cause you to sabotage. Negative beliefs are the things that cause you never to dream that it's possible. They're different, right? One's tactical, one is a negative perception. Will it ever get old? Never. I think what I'd love people to take away is you're allowed to have nice things, just put them on the other side of achieving a goal. So set the goal and say, what's the reward? If I achieve this level of revenue, what is the reward for me? And not for other people. That's easy. I want you to really ask yourself, what do you want? Because most people don't feel like they deserve much. I know that was my story for a long time. So I hope you really take that away. The Pista was more a symbol of putting in the effort, the hard work, the consistency, and being disciplined to achieve that, and then sharing it with everybody else around me and making it an experience. Because you can have all the coolest stuff, but if you're all by yourself, that's not very fun. Thanks again for watching. If you like this video, check out my video hanging out with Damon from DDE, Daily Driven Exotics, and I'll see you on the other side.